blessed good afternoon to one and all here at St. Mark's Church in St. John, looking over to the East Coast with Concept Bay in St. John, and which is the fishing village. Concept Bay is the fishing village in St. John, and we can see Bath Beach on that side. And all up in the hills of St. John, with Cottington College on that side. So this is St. Mark's Anglican Church. The rain is starting to fall now. Well. St. Mark's Anglican Church dates back to 1833. As one of my subscribers said, one of my viewers said, the best piece of real estate in Barbados is owned by the Anglican Church. You can see all up in the hills over here, up in the hills of St. John of Coach Hill on that side. Let me show one of the view quick. You can see the East Point Lighthouse over here. And this is St. Philip now, St. Philip section. So St. Mark's Church side. Heading back down to the roadside. Forgot to mention that Marcel Ruther Clark, a well-known lady that is blind that calls in on the radio, she is also affiliated with this church. She's from this area. The bus not going down too. So this is the east side of Barbados. This is the church hall over here. So this is St. Philip now. Quarters to St. Philip. Back to the lighthouse. The Rocket Point East Point Lighthouse. All the Atlantic Ocean. St. Mark's and St. Catherine's give awesome views of the East Coast. Not St. Catherine's, St. Mark's and St. John Parish Church. It says here, this is the church hall. This building was dedicated in 1976 on the 26th of June by Bishop Drexel Gomez, who passed away last month at the age of 88, and he was from the Bahamas. It says the renovation of this church hall was made possible through the combined efforts of St. Mark's congregation and the community, and was rededicated as the Roy Thompson Memorial Center on the 26th of April 2008 by the Bishop of Barbados, the Right Reverend Dr. John Walter Dunlop Holder, during the incumbency of the Reverend Ricardo Cortez Nash. Cornerstone. This stone was laid by the Canon William Beresford Brathwaite on March 2nd, 1975. He was a priest here from 1950 to 1970, and then from 1970 to 1983, he went on to be the parish priest of St. Luke's Anglican Church in St. George. So the cemetery is below here. St. Mark's Churchyard down below here. This is the graveyard here. The burial ground. So this is something like St. Catherine's. St. Catherine's have their burial ground beneath the church as well, at the foot of the hill by the church. So St. Catherine's and St. Mark's are a double cure. Share the same priest, the same reverend, everything. So we border St. Philip and St. John. Right now I'm in St. John. This college Savannah, St. John. And onto the east side of the island. The church hall here and the church on top of the hill. So we are close to Cossington College as well. This part of St. John, close to St. Philip. The part of St. Philip, this part of St. Philip is close, is where a red plastic bag, a well-known Calypsonian, along with Matt Fingal, two well-known Calypsonians from Barbados are from, and Blood and John King also from St. Philip. Have a blessed day.